Welcome to the podcast of disaster. I'm your host JCR1216, and joining me is my co-hosts.
Quartermarch 437.
Hello,
Hi.
I'm Yoda.
I'm Liquid.
And we have a very special episode of the podcast today, as we finally go around full circle to a Sonic Movie 3 1 year later retrospective. Of course, this was the first thing that was ever covered on the podcast of disaster. It was covered by me and NOP Matrix at the time. So yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting talking about this, this movie. So before we talk about, let's talk about the build up to this movie. Obviously, at the beginning, we found out in the post-credit scene to Sonic Movie 2 that we would be getting Project Shadow and Shadow stuff. So what were do you guys remember your reactions to it? I remember when I was watching Sonic Movie 2, my prediction was going to be Metal Sonic at the end of Sonic Movie 2, so I was shocked to see Shadow.
I remember I was in theaters when I saw Sonic Movie 2, and in the post credits, I was just freaking out with my friend, and I couldn't stop talking about it for like the past month during that.
What about you guys?
Well, I think the first time that I had seen Sonic Movie 2 was maybe like a couple months before Movie 3 was coming out, so I pretty much already knew that Movie 3 was going to be like Adventure 2, basically, like an adaptation of Adventure 2, so yeah, it wasn't really very surprising to me at all, so yeah.
What about you, Lordan?
Well, the truth, first off, I let out the most visual angry scream of my life. Second, I was starting crashing out because they basically skip half of the lore of Sonic and just went straight up to Adventure 2. And 3, I yet again a second visual scream of anger.
Yeah.
That basically was it.
I remember I remember after, everything settled, we really didn't get anything about the movie for a while. We got the Shadow stand-in teaser, and I remember there was Paramount did a mistype, and it said the movie was actually coming out in 2023 when it was supposed to be coming out in 2024. It's like, oh, that's tomorrow. Like, oh, they're gonna get it done now. But yeah. I remember.
Can you
for the
imagine if
longest
it wasn't?
time-
No, go ahead.
I remember for the longest time we didn't know who was gonna play Shadow.
I
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. I only heard rumors, and I think the first rumor I've heard was someone who's from Star Wars gonna play Shadow. I think it was
Aiden Christian.
yeah.
I remember people talking about it. There was a lot of people who were saying, oh, it's gonna be that the person you just mentioned. Oh, it's gonna be Chris Pratt. I remember some people said we're hoping for a David Humphrey. I remember when Jason Griffith posted an ominous picture of him in a recording booth. People thought he was the one that was gonna play Shadow. That would be cool. But I'm pretty sure everyone's jaw dropped when the reveal that it was gonna be Keanu fucking Reeves. I know I was shocked.
I was shocked too, but then I gotta think. I mean, it's Shadow. Shadow is a cash grab. Then we have Keanu, who is everywhere, and he's actually a good actor. So I'm surprised that Sega somehow managed to get him. Knowing fully well that he's basically everywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of happy they got a paper on the Sonic movie, but I'm surprised it was Shadow of all people. Yet again, he did.
I mean, Idris Elba is also a pretty big name, and Jim Carrey's also a big name. People were speculative if he was going to come back for the third movie, but I'm glad that he did.
And,
Yeah.
and it seems he's going to show up in the next movie, the Jim Carrey.
Hopefully, I mean, he said that he would only come back to only do a movie if the script was in golden ink, and the cast did say that they did write the script to him in golden ink.
Oh my god.
So it is
Weird
interesting
why.
to think about that, because Jim Carrey kind of retired at the end of 2022 after the Sonic movie came out. So it's interesting to think that Jim Carrey's last couple of movies have just been the Sonic movies.
Yeah. If he does come back for the fourth movie, I wonder who he'd be, because I don't think Eggman survived that.
And he could have, since he got let's say he got sucked into a new. Oh, that's spoilers. We'll get a build up to movie 4 stuff after we get to this. But I'm thinking talking about all of the build up to this movie. So
I mean, it's not a spoiler because if Eggman in games can survive a black hole, I'm pretty sure the Eggman of the movie can survive explosion.
yeah. So let's get into the meat and the potatoes, and let's talk about the actual film. So I do like the fact that it does open up with
Shadow breaking out.
Yeah. With Shadow breaking out. I like the fact that they also used Maria playing Live and Learn on her guitar. I thought that was really cute.
I thought it was cool. Yeah.
I got chills the first time I saw that. One of the biggest things of this movie was the fact, oh my god, they're finally going to use video game music in the Sonic movies.
And they did.
Yeah, finally.
I need the music. Let's see if they do the same in the next movie.
Oh boy, that would be fun. But yeah, when we found like that, to me made me think, oh yeah, we're in a good spot. This movie's gonna be fine. Then we had Shadow breaking out, which was really cool. I like the fact that you get misdirected at the beginning of the movie. Obviously, we knew that Jim Carrey was gonna be back as Eggman and as Gerald, so you didn't really know who was hacking Shadow's computer because we're believed that there's no way he could be back this early. I mean, in the trailers, but if you're going to this movie blind, you could kind of guess. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Shadow breaks out in a really well done scene. To me, that's one of the more stronger parts of this movie. Like the fight choreography is pretty good. And I do like the fact that there are references to Shadow 05's opening because Jeff Fowler did work on Shadow 05.
Mm. I feel bad for those soldiers, guys. They were just there and got smacked around.
I mean, it was pretty funny though.
It was mad funny.
I mean, Shadow cannot be hurt at the beginning of the movie. They need him for the next of the film. Speaking of the next of the film, the encounter with Team Sonic.
Yeah, we have them out camping, because it's Sonic's 1-year anniversary of him being on Earth, and that's kind of nuts to me.
All of that happening within a year.
Yeah, both movies being 1 year. Surprising.
Yeah, because you're telling me that there's been maybe if this was 2 years after, that'd be a little bit more believable. But you're telling me all of this happened within a couple of months. I believe in the first movie they said that it was only a couple months after the first movie, but you're telling me that these two and the Knuckles show happened all within a year. All within a year.
Do you think time moves differently the place Eggman was at?
Maybe.
The Mushroom Planet?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Mushroom Cube.
That'd probably be a lot more reasonable for how he was able to do all of that and get back.
Yeah, I hope that's the case, because if not, that is weird to me. So it's one of the... Honestly, that kind of shows a parallel for this movie. I'm going to get into this a little bit now. I do believe that this movie is kind of rushed. It is a little bit too fast. I understand this is a Sonic movie, but the fast-paced kind of makes it a little bit annoying at times. I do like the fact that we do get to see the bros hanging out. The race thing was really funny. I like the fact that the matter is Sonic is led to believe he lost both Tails and Knuckles.
Yeah, right.
Can you imagine that happened in canon?
That would be funny. So yeah, we get to Kirsten Ritter recruiting Director Rockwell, but I'm just gonna call her Kirsten Ritter because I just can't get the idea of Jane from Breaking Bad recruiting the funny blue hedgehog out of my head.
Shit, I just heard an echo. Oh well.
Yeah, hopefully it isn't that bad. If not, we can just always re-record this.
Yeah.
Suddenly, then we have the scene with them in Tokyo. I do like the fact that they implemented the Chow in a way that was kind of cool, but also kind of sad that knowing that we're not gonna get the Chow as their own being. The fact there's gonna be costumes.
Maybe they can still show up in the next one. Who knows where Sonic would go in Sonic 4.
Yeah. But it does kind of make me a little bit sad that because I do like the scene with Knuckles saying Pika Pika and all that stuff. But man, I feel like that was such a missed opportunity just to have I understand that it would be kind of hard to implement the Chow any other way, but you're telling me we couldn't have them float around and be creatures?
I mean, aren't Sonic in the game all animated and stuff? You're telling me you can't animate the Chow?
They don't have enough budget for that.
I guess.
They put it all in Shadow.
I mean, it was kind of rushed feeling. Maybe they just couldn't get the time. I don't know.
Yeah. We find out from Commander Walters. I remember a lot of people were speculating that he was the one to shoot Maria. That was a theory that I kind of believed. But at the same time, I'm like, there's no way they would pull that, right?
I'm surprised they killed a kid on screen.
Well, it's kind of off screen, but
on screen.
I'm surprised that this movie was still PG-13. I mean, still PG. I mean, because
Yeah.
they kind of show it.
I mean, there's not much to show because it was an explosion this time around instead of a bullet.
Yeah.
So it could have been like really obscured.
I didn't even realize that Maria was dead until like a minute later, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do like that this was the moment of the film where we get a lot of the meat and potatoes when it comes to Shadow's backstory. It kind of helps you understand him a little bit more. You get the scene with them just like hanging out on top of the Ark, like the stuff. I don't like the fact that they took it out of space though, but it kind of makes sense now.
I liked the little Godzilla parody they had with the Biolizard or the
Yeah,
Biohazard.
that was hilarious. That was a blink and you miss it moment.
Yeah, you gotta really pay attention to that.
Yeah, I do like the fact that this movie. Oh, sorry.
It's alright. Since we're around the topic of Maria's death, I do like to point out that in the zoomed out shot, Shadow's head is angled just enough for it to look like Sonic's silhouette.
Hmm.
Or would I dare say Sonic's shadow?
I'm gonna throw you into a store.
I could try and get an image while we talk about other stuff of this movie.
There was a lot of interesting, just like points of this where we get to see why that bond with Maria was important. I do like the fact that this movie kind of gives Maria a lot more to. It's a lot more than she's had in the past.
Here, I got the
And we
image.
get to. Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
We get to see a lot of the reasons why Maria meant a lot to Shadow.
Yeah, we get to see them bonding a lot.
Yeah, and that was really nice. I do wish we got like a little bit more of it, but I do think it helped revitalize Maria a little bit because majority of the time to the fandom she's just like, oh my god, she got shot. Oh my god, I remember people were cheering during the Sonic Symphony when Maria gets shot.
Like, why?
Because because Maria's death has been turned more into a meme nowadays. But yeah.
All right.
So then we have Walters giving the key, and then the drones attack. We find Stone was the one who was actually one on the motorcycle who helped out, which was interesting. I was surprised to see that it was Stone. I thought this would have been a way to like introduce somebody else, but I'm glad that it was Stone. I thought I knew people were saying that it's gonna be Rouge, but I'm like, how would that be Rouge?
Yeah, I will say it is kind of weird that this is supposed to be like an adaptation of Sonic Adventure 2, but yeah, Rouge is not here for some reason, like at all.
I wonder why Rouge wasn't in the movie.
You know what? Actually, you make a good point. You do make a good point.
We get corrupted.
They just gotta figure out a way to design it.
But I do like the fact that we see that Eggman is like now fully fat.
Okay, I hated this part of the movie. I'm gonna be honest.
The sounds that came out of that guacamole machine still like rub me the wrong way.
Also, the things that came out of his mouth. Oh my god.
Oh.
Ugh, that was cringe.
Yeah,
come on.
the cringe humor was toned down in this movie, but you know, at the same time, it's like, ugh.
It's still there.
Yeah. They're up there with the fart joke from the first movie with my least favorite jokes in the franchise.
By the way, I sent the image in the thing.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. I do like the fact that Knuckles calls Stone the goat milker. It's the goat milker. Stone is unintentionally really funny in these movies. Then we have Eggman going and teaming up with Sonic and Co. going to that abandoned gun shaft, and for some reason this gave me major Five Nights at Freddy's vibes. Like throughout that entire time, because of just how abandoned and ruined it looked.
Now that you mention it, do you think anybody put like the stock sound effects when Shadow was dropping down behind it, Knuckles?
That would have been so funny. It's like, because we know Knuckles is canonically afraid of ghosts. I do like the fact that you used the cast for the ghost to show off. Just, oh yeah, Knuckles hates. I mean, that was a thing in Sonic Adventure 2 as well. Knuckles had a fear of ghosts. And then we get and then you know, We had Tails and Stone interacting, which I thought was cute.
Mm-hmm.
We had Sonic with Eggman. And then we had Knuckles by himself. I do like the fact that we get to see like a cute little scene with Tails and Stone, where Tails thinks that Stone is kind of like him and Sonic in a way. But it's very clear at that point in the movie that Stone himself doesn't even believe that, even after 2 movies.
Mm.
But I will say, it was really fun seeing Carrie and Sonic interact, especially the Hedgehog, you didn't allow me to finish my trauma dumping after Shadow gets Sonic.
I like to be
Like,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I like to be a fourth wall break, the semi fourth wall break around Robotnik and Gerald.
Yeah, same
Right.
actors.
In the same movie.
I will say, I will praise Carrie's performance in this movie, as both of the Eggmans. This was kind of, it was so weird seeing, because I kind of forgot for sometimes that it was even Carrie both times, even though that, it's like some Carrie comedy is there. It was so weird to see Jim on the screen both times, especially when they're on screen together.
Yeah, I think Jim did a really good job at voicing Gerald, especially making him actually sound like older and stuff.
It's kind of like Sinners in a way. I can't believe I'm just comparing the Funny Blue Hedgehog movie to Sinners. But, it's kind of like how Michael B. Jordan plays 2 different characters in that as well, but they're on screen together. It's kind of like that. It's like, oh, I can't even tell that they're the same person.
Well, that's just a sign of a really good actor.
Another thing with Robotnik and Jim Carrey, I like how he gets increasingly more insane with the movies.
Yeah. But he's not on the insanity of his grandfather yet.
Not nearly.
Yeah. I do like the fact of the matter is that they tried to suck away Sonic in the black hole, and then you have that scene. So the ring gets kicked around a little bit. And that was really funny.
Oh yeah, that scene.
Yeah. Then we have them going.
All right, let's continue.
Okay. So I'm gonna start from talking about them going back to Tom and Maddie's.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
So then we see them head back to Tom and Maddie's house, which was pretty interesting. Just seeing how they were actually really just like desperate to have another adventure, even though at the end of the second movie you thought they would be kind of like done with this type of stuff. The fact that they really want to go back to it is really funny.
I would want to too, because once you go through all that crazy stuff, you can't really get the same excitement anymore. Yeah.
By the way, for the record, we already did say that was in the other recording.
It was.
I know, but we're continuing where it left off.
All right.
At that point. Oh yeah, so to explain to the folks at home, we had a bit of a technical difficulty, but now we're back on track. It was really interesting just to see all the stuff that they did in the short time span that they were gone. I don't even believe it's been like a week yet. Like the knitting, the baking, all of that stuff. And then the greatest character this franchise has ever seen, Little Tom.
I swear, they're gonna give Little Tom a spin-off.
I think Maddie would shoot you. Oh my god.
Give Little Tom a movie.
Yeah, I like the fact of the matter is they kind of did give the human characters a little bit more personality, especially Tom, because it's like that is really funny. Where we get to see that. And the fact that that like just how unhinged they are. Then we have the scene with them thinking, "Oh, okay, we're gonna go to London, and we're gonna go do stuff there because we have to go to the gun headquarters to get the other key before they do."
Isn't that where Revenge Walk happens?
Yeah, Revenge Walk for Maria.
And then the Latinas thing.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, remember the La Passion thing?
Oh, yeah, the novella, yeah.
That was
like,
I don't know if that was an actual nod to the I Love Latinas Sonic joke, because I believe that was like 2020, early 2024, or like late 2023 because of Sonic Prime.
Yeah,
It was definitely
I hate that meme. I'm gonna be honest. I hate that meme.
Me too, honestly.
Like a lot of things, Shadows do in this movie. I just fucking stupid. Just skip to the fight and just show me the fights and call it a day. I was like that. In between of cringe, in more cringe stuff, I would say Sonic 3 is the most cringe things, just because what the things Shadows does. Oh yeah, I'm super edgy. Oh yeah, I love Latinas. Oh yeah, shut up.
I will say I do heavily believe it's a nod to the meme because they are the same people who included Sonic.
True.
And also the part at the beginning of the movie, like before Sonic and company arrive at the evil lair.
The only
Yeah.
thing that would have made this worse if they included the pissing on the moon later in the movie. But I do like the fact that we do get to see Tom and Maddie disguise themselves as Rachel and Randall. I think his last name is Handel kind of pisses me off though. It's like, oh yeah, and I do like the fact that that's kind of a secret that you don't find out in the movie, that it was actually Tom and Maddie in disguise because of the trailers. Because you're like, oh, look at this, oh they're gonna be involved, that's cool. Because I remember people thought that Tom joined a gun, and that was the reason why he was away. But honestly, it's because they couldn't pay James Marsden to appear in this Paramount Plus special. But it was just overall just like really interesting to see that, especially the fact of the matter is they kind of pretend to be the other ones so well. Natasha Rothwell, who's the guy? What's the name of the guy who plays Randall? I'm actually searching that up now because I forget.
Computer.
Shamir Moore. I do like the fact of the matter is they pretend to be the other person like so well. It's really funny. And then we have them going in, but before that, we do get the funny Robotnik dance scene, which I believe not only shows the technical prowess of this movie, but just shows how insanely good Carrie is as an actor. Because how do you make a dance scene between the same person that good?
My theory is it's another lab-grown Jim Carrey.
That would be perfect.
And
This will
maybe
be
supposed to the word because there can only be one.
Yeah. This is what Jim Carrey graphics will look like in 2012. Yeah, but that dance scene, some people hate it, but I love it. I think it's hilarious.
I was kind of indifferent to it,
That's
honestly.
not good.
And we have them breaking in.
Yeah, and the new gun director shows up and
Yeah,
use the gravity thing.
Yeah, but
try to
before that,
overform.
we get one of my favorite jokes. When Maddie transforms into Director Rockwell before they get into the little hatch thing to allow Sonic to get in, she turns into Director Rockwell and she's like, how do I look? And like, and then Tom just like chuckles. And then Maddie slaps Tom. That was to me like the most hilarious joke in the movie. Because why is adultery in my Sonic movie? But yeah, that was hilarious, and we do get to that scene. We realize that Rockwell was a twist villain, but just doesn't become a twist villain. We have Sonic saving Tom, Maddie, and Tails from getting destroyed. Knuckles comes in as well to help out. Then we get a really sad scene where Tom does a smart thing. This is how you know it's a piece of fiction, because a cop does a smart thing. So we have him turn into Walters and tricks Rockwell into giving him the card. Then we have Shadow appear and just beats the ever-loving shit out of Tom. Shadow realizes what he's done. I was like, oh, so this is how I would have felt. And to see that this was an accident. But no, Shadow just moves on. He's like, fuck it, we ball, and takes the other key card.
I mean, it's something that Shadow would do. Being edgy, I don't care.
Yay, more Shadow slander.
My bad.
Yeah,
I mean,
so then we have...
you.
Go ahead, Lord M.
I mean, this is a Shadow movie, and you have the number one Shadow hater here. What do you expect to happen? This is just a walk in the park for me.
Yeah.
You thought the Shadow 5 was bad? Wait till we reach generations. I don't know, at least 10 years.
Yeah. Then we have the fact of Sonic just getting super pissed off and like I need to go super and just do all of this. Even though there was a point earlier in the movie where it's like, oh, this is actually a bad idea. Don't do that. I really like the fact that we get
Bad idea.
towards Knuckles and Sonic having another fight, but that doesn't happen because Knuckles is hesitant, but he trusts Sonic, and we get to see Wade play ice hockey with the Master Emerald.
I loved that scene. I thought that was really funny.
Yeah, because I remember he's like, wait, where is Wade? Like throughout the entire movie, you're like, oh, where is Wade? Where is the Whippler?
This was something I did not like. Like you have the strongest item in all the universe, and you're using it like a toy. Like, would you imagine that the Master Emerald basically breaks and they cannot use it?
They just turn into the Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah, which also that's another point that never like from this movie universe that the seven chaos fuse and turn into the Master Emerald. Like, it doesn't make sense, but well, whatever.
I got a
It's a
better
movie
question
universe.
about that.
What should they taste
So
like?
at the end of Sonic, well, that, but at the end of Sonic 2, they're it seems like they're dispersed, but when in Sonic 3 they're just suddenly back. Does reforming the Master Emerald just suddenly teleport them back or something?
I guess.
Oh,
But
well,
yeah,
also this means that since there is no Chaos around the world and stuff like that, that means Sonic Adventure 1 would never happen, and a few other Chaos Emerald involved plots are not gonna happen because
go
you
check.
know,
We need to see if, but hopefully Tikal still exists, right?
right?
Hopefully.
we
I mean-
need Chalico.
I think Sonic Adventure 1 could still happen if they decide to make a fifth movie, because they're putting things out of order now.
Yeah.
Because
I think that was-
that was the thing.
3.
Yeah.
But this is the thing: Chaos is a mutated Chao, but there are no Chaos. Just some kind of marketing thing in this world. So it won't happen. If they have to happen, they have to be creative.
Well, I mean,
So maybe
Sorry,
they
go
can
ahead.
tie it back to the Echidna tribe.
Maybe they make a new Echidna tribe, like a complete remake of Sonic Chronicles, but this time it's good. No evil
Well-
person involved.
with the Chow thing, I think it could be safe to assume they maybe exist on Sonic's old world. It's just like we haven't seen too much of it. We've seen the Echidna tribe, we've seen Night, Claw, and Sonic.
Also, that could be a nice plot for if Sonic Adventure 1 happens. Like probably Nightcore is the one that become Chaos. We have a completely
Maybe.
different character for that.
Yeah.
Speaking of Chaos, we have
Sonic goes
uh,
super and decides to go after Shadow. And I do like the fact of the
Yeah.
matter is that was a really funny scene. Like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and just like bolt into the thing. Why would you do that? No. I just said
because
that
we
he's
have to
angry.
make Shadow. Yeah. Then he goes to the Ark and takes Shadow with him, but for some plot armor, Shadow takes the emeralds for Sonic, and then both transform, which also another plot shit. Like, come on, gang.
I do
Hey.
like to mention the fact that Shadow seemed to be doing better against Super Sonic and Base a little. Like, he managed to spin him around and at least get him down. But immediately after he turned Super Sonic, whoops the crap out of him.
This is another
Maybe
thing.
it's
so
because
stupid.
that he's not used to that type of power.
Well, I don't know, because it feels like he should have some kind of experience with it, because it's like Chaos Energy, isn't it? And that's
Yeah,
kind of what
this
Shadow is.
But in the third movie, this is the thing, no, second movie, what they do, Sonic kind of has some control over there because he more works on Eggman.
Yeah. I just feel like the doesn't know how to use it thing doesn't really put an excuse for Shadow. Because it feels like he, if anybody, should probably get a hang of it really quickly.
He has plot armor. They need him. They need to make him cool so they can sell stuff.
Well,
Then
I
they
see.
go super. Then they go super, and they start to fight. Like Shadow shouldn't have him go super like so quick and so effortlessly. Like that's even more.
I do like the
stupid.
fact that it's kind of a hidden surprise because in the trailer they did edit it to make it look like it wasn't going to be Super Shadow.
Yeah, I was also freaking out about that. I was like, wait a minute.
Like,
I was like, oh my god, they're gonna do it.
like when they did the pose and they were both super. That was like one of the coolest parts of the whole movie.
I fucking
And I do
hate
like
it.
the fact. I do like the fight, and the fact of the matter is, like, they kind of like fight all around the world. They stop in Rome, and like, what's his name? Tom. That was such
Yeah,
a
and Shadow's
great
heavy.
fading shadow movement.
Also, the Shadow, the fact they start talking about, oh, you have friend, but you left them alone and stuff like that. Shadow, shut the fuck up and quiet.
Well, where's
I-
yours, huh?
I'm here just. I usually went into the movie expecting just a normal ass fight or quite similar to the Adventure 2, but it's just Shadow or completely Shadow stuff. Like, I'm pretty sure if somebody does screen time comparison, probably Shadow's gonna have more screen time than anyone. Then we have the so-called apology. Oh yeah, we're friends. Okay, I'm sad, but we have to work together. Like, it was just a complete 180. Like, they needed to expand that, but I guess they cannot make it fill it in because the fight was short, and this we are friends now talk. It was also very rushed. Like, they were running out of time in the movie, but still, like, those parts, the fight was decent, but when Shadow has to become good, quote unquote, it was too rushed. But
Shut up, hurry up. We got like 20 minutes, man.
yeah, don't trigger with me. Let's
We're
stop
losing
Joe's
budget.
plan. Yeah, we wasted on your special effects and getting Keanu Reeves for you.
Also, the cringy parts at the beginning of the movie where Dr. Eggman is talking about man boobs. Like, did we need that? Did we really need that?
No, definitely we not.
We don't need to talk about what I have.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, we have
Eggman
Fight.
versus Zero.
Yeah. Then we have the fact of the matter is that that while this fight is going on, we have oh my god, we're actually gonna blow up the world instead of taking it over. And this is where Eggman kind of turns on Gerald, or Jim Carrey decides to turn on Jim Carrey.
I will not stop my eldest from trying to take over the world.
Yeah. Also, it's kind of heartbreaking that because the fact that Gerald put his hand on Eggman, you can tell in the eye and say, "Oh, Ivo, you are not Maria." It was such a heartbreaking. You can see it on Eggman's face. Yeah,
especially since the build-up with, we didn't talk about this earlier, but that build-up with, Eggman pushing Stone away to the point where he's not on the ship with them and he fires him. And, that the bonding scenes.
Yeah,
that was really sad. The bonding scenes were really cute. It was really just, because this Eggman wants to, like, he was, like, as we found out, like, he's an orphan. He has, like, no family. This is the first time he has had family. Something that Sonic has. Something that we know Eggman is jealous of.
But Eggman is not exactly an orphan. Like, he said that he never had them. But in theory, like, just like in the Sonic canon, the family after Maria died, just everyone dispersed and everyone from themselves. So probably that's what happened with this Eggman too. That everyone after Maria died, everyone just scattered and anyone forget about anyone else.
Yeah. And
yeah,
we have then we have that fight, which was interesting.
It was kind of fun sometimes.
Yeah, the fight with the nanotech stuff was really cool.
But they get
spray.
Yeah.
But I didn't need to see Eggman I didn't need to see Jim Carrey spanking himself.
God forbid a man has some fun once in a while, SMH.
Yeah.
Jesus. Do you ever fantasize of an older version of you spanking yourself, Cole?
No comment.
oh my. Well.
Oh my god.
Cole's secret has been easily revealed to the public.
No.
So that's the liquid you have in your username. Anyway. Anyways, we have.
He's learning too much.
Oh no. And then we have Sonic and Shadow talking about the people who they've lost after Sonic decides not to kill Shadow.
You should have killed him.
Damn.
But he's weak. He doesn't have enough hate on his heart.
Yeah.
I'm about to draw my OC holding Sonic by the neck and doing that Itachi and Sasuke. You don't have enough hate on your heart.
The only animes I've watched is Pokemon and Sonic X, so I do not get this reference.
Oh,
good.
Watch Naruto.
Good.
Maybe that's something we do in the future. But and we have them talking about Lost, and we have that scene. I really do like that scene on the moon.
I didn't like it that much because it felt rushed. Like Shadow turned good too quickly.
Yeah, I do agree, and we'll get into that later when we talk about like our overall thoughts on the movie. But yeah, there was a lot of rush elements in this movie.
Sonic Rush.
That was the last episode as of recording this.
well, hopefully by the time we upload this, the other episode is done. But Art's feel better soon. Because at the time of recording she is sick. We have Tails and Knuckles coming up in the future, but we have the fact of the matter of Sonic helping going with Shadow with that iconic dap. Where they decide, okay, we're gonna go. I do like that we hear live and learn, and we do see, oh, Gerald, you've seen to turn. Gerald's like, oh, you've seen to turn, so I'm gonna release all the robots. And then we have Gerald pushing Eggman off a cliff. I do like that we finally get to hear live and learn, but I'm kind of sad that it's not the full song.
It's actually a remix in theory of the.
Yeah, it is a remix, but it's only like 45 seconds long.
thought the Chaos Sphere was cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. I do like that. Like as I will say this, I will praise the movie's fight choreography. I do think that is the best part of this movie. It's so nice to like see the fight choreography in this film because it's so good. And
Voice.
you have Tails and Knuckles sneaking onto the Ark. We have Gerald pushing off Eggman, but he gets saved by Tails and Knuckles. That's how they get onto the Ark.
Yeah, and then we have Gerald's death, which was just a
Really
put
funny.
into the energy thing. That's it.
Like I will say,
That's
there
how
are
good
times where that type of humor doesn't work, but I will say it worked there. Bravo, Jeff. Then we have Tails and Knuckles trying to steer the thing,
Yeah,
then it hits the moon. So we have that iconic moon shot of the moon getting sliced into like a fourth because of Shadow and Sonic steering the Chaos Emerald away. I do find it interesting that Sonic's Chaos, his super form turns off.
Ran out first.
Yeah, ran out first. Maybe it's because of the Chaos energy Shadow has. He can stay in it longer.
I've heard some things of
Also, they
Shadow
have to
getting the
make-
Chaos Emeralds instead of Sonic.
Yeah, because it is interesting to think that he ran out of it first. And so like that's the thing that just like really interests me about that, because they were able to turn it away before Sonic falls back down to Earth. And I do like the fact that
also-
Tails tries to save them, and then it's like Knuckles, like Sonic gets Tails gets Sonic, and then Knuckles saves all of them. Thought that was really cool. I do
also
like
we
the
have
scene
a
where
moment-
Shadow and Shadow and Eggman realize that we have to like probably sacrifice ourselves to save the world. So they do that. So they push each other up all the way into the sky, up really high into space. Eggman makes it up to Stone, which I thought was a really well done scene. It was a nice payoff
It was
of these
cute.
3 movies.
Yeah,
So
also,
that was really good to see them have that.
Yeah. And after Stone gets super sad. He's gonna miss his boss. Till the
His
next
wife.
movie. Yeah, it's his husband wife. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's done. Stone is the wife here.
Yeah, but it's interesting to see all this like play out because we have at the end of the movie we have Sonic realizing that Eggman saved the world, and I do like the somberness of all of that because it's played off really well. And then at the end of the movie we have them all racing and enjoying themselves.
Yeah. And then we have something special.
Jelly Roll in the post-credit scene singing the song that everyone hates.
Come on, it's not that bad.
I don't think it's that bad, but I do think people overreact. But I don't think that fits, like, especially with the last 2 movies having Wiz Khalifa and Kid Cudi. You're telling me, oh yeah, we're just gonna go to Jelly Roll now?
I wonder who's gonna be next in the movie.
Me.
Eminem?
Lando Fish the musical coming to Sonic Movie 4.
Please.
Maybe.
But also after the scene credits, Sonic ends up in New York somehow. It's nighttime, and we have Mr. about to kill Sonic.
When the purple smoke first appeared, I thought it was Mephiles. I was like, oh my god, Mephiles!
Yeah, that was the first time when I saw the purple smoke. I said, wait, we are jumping to 06 now? Oh, okay, fine. I guess the Shadow series is gonna be 05.
Oh, there's
But
Mephiles.
no, yeah, but it was Metal. You thought it was Mephiles, but no, it was me, Metal Sonic.
Yeah.
Yeah, then they have a small fight. Sonic defeat the Metal Sonic, but then we have an army of Metal Sonics, which this also spawned a theory that the next movie not only is gonna be Metal Sonic focused, well we might get Metallics, the Metal Sonic that controls every Metal Sonic, and it's gonna like Super Emperor and stuff like that.
Because that Metal Sonic looked different than the other ones.
Yeah,
I can't believe we got Skynet and Sonic.
who's over.
Yeah, and then we have Amy coming in with her hammer and destroying all the ones, and then
And that design
the
is
scene
huge.
ends.
Yeah,
And then we
that
have
design
one
is
other
huge.
post-credit scene where we find out that Shadow's alive.
Yeah,
To no one's
they need-
surprise, we gotta
they
get
need to
money.
make more.
Yeah, more money, yeah. And that was
Yeah.
Sonic Movie 3. I think that was everything, yeah.
Yeah,
I do
think
wanna
we
really-
covered everything.
Yeah.
Cole, do you have anything to say?
The thoughts.
I did want to really quickly say I liked how Sonic was smacking Super Shadow around like a Injustice finisher.
That was hilarious.
I think it was like what was it, the Flash, where he took people around different parts of the world, just beating them up
Timer.
relentlessly.
Want to see the sights
Yeah.
before you die. So, yeah, that was the movie. I will say that I love the cinematography. I think the voice acting was great, as always. The acting was pretty good. It was a funny movie. I will say that this feels like the Mario movie in some way, with it like being rushed to like get to the next point. So, I will say the second movie is still my favorite out of the trilogy so far.
Interesting.
Yeah, mine too.
Because we all know why your favorite movie is the second one. But it is really intriguing to me, the fact that that this movie just feels really, it felt rushed. And we do know we had deleted scenes where we get to see how Eggman survived Sonic Movie 2's ending, which I wish they didn't cut out of the film. Which is like, Stone took care of him and all that stuff. Like, to me, it does annoy me that there's been like so many like cut scenes like that. It's crazy to me. Out of all the video game movies we have, the fucking Minecraft movie is the best paced.
I haven't watched the movie yet. That's the funny thing. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, go crazy all you
worry.
want. It is insane to me that the most well paced video game movie might be the Minecraft movie and Sonic 2. I think the movie's pretty well paced.
But also, don't forget, JCR. Those deleted scenes are gonna show up in a Blu-ray version or an extended version, because that's usually what happens with these movies.
It came out and
younger.
it didn't. Remember, we're in the era of minimalism, which means we get 3 special peaks that were on Twitter, and that's it.
Also, it's been like also remember that it's been a year since the movie came out. Obviously, that would have been out like maybe the summertime or something.
Yeah, probably they're gonna launch it after the fourth movie. So I say after the fourth movie. 3. Yeah, after the fourth movie, they're gonna launch an extended version of the Sonic 3. You know, bigger, younger, and uncut. Everything there.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you caught that
interesting.
reference.
Yeah, it is interesting that this movie felt as rushed as it did, because that was something I really saw my second rewatch in theaters. Like, oh my god, this movie is really fast. Because it is nice to see all the moments, but at the same time, it's like this movie was really just like boom, 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 boom. Now it's still a fun movie. I think it's easily the best out of the trilogy. But at the same time, not easily the coolest out of the trilogy, not the best. But it's interesting just to see like everything happening so quick. And it does take away some of the stuff in the movie that happens. But I wish that this movie was longer. I also wish they used more of the music. It doesn't. I can't believe I'm comparing this movie again to the Minecraft movie, because Sonic 3 is a way better movie than the Minecraft movie. But it felt like the Minecraft movie in levels of using actual music from the games. It's like, it's there for like a snippet, and like that's it. It's like hearing Live and Learn and Eggman and the other songs from SA2. It was like there for a quick moment, and that was it. It was used as like a pin drop.
Yeah, I needed Eggman to sing his own theme song, like I am the Eggman, when he's getting
I'm surprised to
stuff
promote
like
this movie because the Sonic Symphony was still going on. I'm surprised they didn't have like the cast sing songs like a cover, because I would kill to hear Idris Elba sing Unknown From Me. That would have been cool. And like having a duet with Wade Whipple, Mr. Adam Pauly in the film. That would have been funny. But at the same time, to me, it was cool seeing all the stuff. I'm excited for movie 4. I will sing the praises of the movie, like just how nice it looks, and all the animation was great. I just wish that it was longer, because to me, if you're gonna cover SA2, you need everything there to make sense of the context. And I understand the Gooners are upset about it, but also regular people are also upset at the fact that Rouge isn't in this movie.
He should have been there.
Yeah, I could see them trying to get around Shadow, realizing that he's supposed to protect humanity without Amy. But I can't get how they can tell. A big part of the movie is that dynamic with Rouge.
You mean the game?
Yeah, I guess they replaced Rouge with Gerald in a way, even though with the dynamics. But it's still kind of rubs me the wrong way that they didn't have Rouge in this film. Come on, man! You could have had Rouge in this film. I feel like this movie would have benefited from just extra screen time with Shadow interacting with non-human characters, because he doesn't really interact with Tails besides that big fight in Tokyo.
I swear he's got beef with him in every universe. What did he do?
He didn't go easy here. He just kicked him once and that's it.
Yeah, I do like and the changes with Maria. I don't like the fact she doesn't have her illness anymore.
Yeah, that's come on. Shadow was
especially with the way that they handled it for Sonic Shadow Generations, or it felt like it was handled in a really good way. It does make me sad that they got rid of it, and the fact of that she's killed off screen. I do like the fact the way that it's handled with Walter's not shooting her, but actually trying to save them, because they're trying to open fire on a child and an old man. and then technically another child because Shadow's still kind of young.
Yeah.
But it's interesting just to see these changes.
I know
Obviously,
I'm
go ahead.
kind of late to mention this, but around the Eggman surviving bit, I remember I did have a theory on how he survived, because around the Sonic Adventure, no, Sonic Movie 2, when Sonic was fighting Knuckles on that snowy mountain, he drops a few rings. I always thought that either Stone or Eggman got one of those and then tossed one last minute so he could survive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it is interesting. Just like thinking, like obviously games and the movies aren't going to be in the same like thing because one, it's going to be hard to translate some video game things to the movies. That's something that we saw in like in the Mario movie, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and the Minecraft movie. Like some things aren't going to translate well, so they're going to have to change it a little bit to like help it make sense for like a movie narrative. And I think that's why these films are great because you get to tell your original takes on it. Like obviously there's some like core things that are still there, but it does interest me.
Yeah.
But
Also the fact that they could have teased Black Doom in this movie too. Like I don't know, some shadowy creature behind the.
I don't think
everyone
Doom is going to
just
be in this universe because of the way that it's described in this movie. Because remember,
they could have happened. Or
they
maybe,
could have
or
at
maybe
least
I
like
don't know.
teased something. Like maybe he's a comic
Yeah,
from
they could
their
have said.
universe.
Okay, I could have said something like, or Gerald when talking to Eggman, something like, when I created Shadow, I needed special DNA, but I couldn't find any till I meet a secret benefactor, and that's it. If they say something like, oh, I had a secret benefactor for Shadow creation, that's it. That's a perfect piece of writing. You don't show him, anything. You just make a little nod.
Yeah,
That would be enough.
but it is interesting, like with everything that the way that they've been like pushing the movie verse and stuff. So it is interesting. So yeah.
Time for some closing thoughts, Mr. JCR. What do you think of this movie?
I think it's good, but obviously, I think in terms of all the stuff, we didn't cover the Knuckles show on the podcast for its 1 year anniversary, so we might do that to close the year, as well, because that is an interesting thing. It's kind of a funny thing to talk about. But for me, the rankings go Sonic 2, Movie 3, Knuckles, and then Sonic 1 in terms of enjoyment.
Also, we haven't talked about the details special.
Wait, what?
There was what?
But you guys don't know there was a Tails special?
There wasn't a Tails special. Did the Christmas special that they made to promote the movie?
No, the Tails.
I have no idea what you're.
Don't know.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
And he should know. He's a big Tails fan.
Then I guess he's not a real big Tails fan.
Yeah,
I think you, JCR, are looking at it.
You're trolling me.
Yeah, I am.
Knew it.
Yeah, they canceled it, but it was supposed to be a Tails special.
And that makes me very, very
One episode.
sad.
Sorry, this means that Colleen will have to be replaced with Aquafina.
Oh no.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I feel like that's
it was supposed to
everything.
be. It was supposed to be a Tails special that basically shows how he knows Sonic and how he got to the areas happened between movie 1 and movie 2.
Man, I would have loved to see that.
Yeah, but there was a lot of like intriguing things with this movie. But I am excited for movie 4. We are going to talk a lot about movie 4 next year, especially with it being, well, it's not next year because we're still in 2025 as we're recording this. But with 2026 rolling around, we have the 1 year. We're going to be covering stuff like, should it be a romance? Should it like what are we going to expect Amy to sound like? Will Metal have a voice? Stuff like that, because it's going to be
They
interesting.
need to give him a voice.
Especially
They
like
need to
towards
give
the
him
end
a
of
voice.
next year, because we're only gonna be a few months away from movie 4 by that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also they need to give him Metal Sonic a voice. I'm tired of Metal Sonic not having a voice.
I disagree.
What?
I feel like Metal Sonic shouldn't have a voice. The only reason I would see him even remotely talking is if he took like Sonic's voice and played it back in a taunting way. That is the only possible way I see him talking.
But listen, in Sonic Heroes, he talked. Even in his not Neo form, he talked. Yeah, he was a robot. In Rivals, also he kind of talks. And I don't remember what other game, but it was one of the recent ones that also had a voice, but it was just a few dialogues. They could give me something, I don't know, like Metal Sonic in the fandom is already known as the perfect oral form, and it could be easy shit talking to people. Give me that in the movie. Give me that. Like, oh
Have
no,
him
he
shit
talks.
talking Morse code.
Yeah, maybe I will.
Yeah.
I will start saying 11001000. Tails, what did he say? He says you're a bitch.
Well, I think that's everything to talk about when it comes to this movie. Is there anything that you guys want to add on?
Not really.
Not really.
My order of movies is Sonic 2, Sonic 1, I haven't watched the Knuckles stuff yet, so give me time. And Sonic 3. Sonic 3
Of course.
is terrible. Yeah.
Well, that will do
Please,
it for the.
Please Shadow. Please be
That
Shadow.
will do it for this episode of the Podcast of Disaster. As always, be good to yourselves, others, and mothers, and we will see you next time.
Bye,
everyone.
everyone.
Alright,
Bye.
bye.